What's going on? What's going on? We back. Goodfellas Sports TV. Appreciate everybody in the building already. What up, Greg? I see you. My bad for the background noise. Cool man said, man. Slam dunk. I see you. God's Boxing Corner. I see you. Sweet Science. I see you. What's going on? Yep. We already in here, man. I had to get some things together around the house real quick, but yeah. Been a lot of talk, after last night. I dropped a lot of videos early this morning, but let's talk about Lomachenko. No way, no how Lomachenko is the #1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. They can use that shoulder excuse all they want to. They can. I don't care about it, He ain't the best fighter I done seen. He probably the best white fighter or close to white. And that's why they elevating him like that. But in my opinion, no way, no how. What Future say? Ain't no way. Ain't no fucking way. Ain't no way in hell he the best fighter on the planet right now. And let me let y'all know on a secret I've been telling people the last couple days. All right? I've been telling people this for a while. Lomachenko got more professional experience than they lead y'all to believe. He had a few fights over in the World Series of Boxing. Okay? They don't have no headgear on. I think they believe they had the same ounce gloves on. And they're trying to make it seem like he just came pro ready. No. They've been prepping. What's up, Amir? They've been prepping to be pro ready. Low blow champ. Andre, I see you. Zulu more. They've been prepping for this shit. Okay, they ain't coming to game straight out the amateurs. Okay, and just all of a sudden was pro ready. Don't buy that shit from Usyk, Gosvic, Derevchenko. Oh, the reason they getting title shots in 11th, 2nd, in only 15 fights is because they wanted to stay amateur, but they also had pro fights already before they came over to America. They just don't translate to pro win to the pro record. Okay, that's it. Yang CP, Legendary Top Cats, Zango, what's going on? I drink some shit called Zango juice, man. I gotta find that shit. That shit like $40 a pop. It's like a natural antioxidant. Well, I can't pronounce it. I'm under the weather. Stimulant. It's good. Take a shot of it every morning instead of drinking Red Bull and Monster. All that shit is poison. That if you drink Red Bull and Monster and then turn around and ask God why you got cancer, God should revoke your pass to get into heaven or whatever you believe in. Tell you that right now. But don't believe the hype. All right. I always tell you guys, use your eyes and not your ears when you're talking about boxing. World Breaker, salute. Use your eyes, don't use your ears, okay? If you didn't know shit about Lomachenko last night, you didn't know nothing about Terence Crawford, you didn't know nothing about Errol Spence and his opponents, you didn't know nothing about the rest of these guys, okay? You turn your eyes on, turn your ears off, don't hear nothing the media saying, nothing Bob Arum saying, and you watch them. Ain't no way, if you don't have to know nothing about boxing. Ain't no way you would say Lomachenko is better than Errol Spence. Ain't no way you would say Lomachenko better than Terence Crawford. Ain't no way you would say Lomachenko is better than Danny Jacobs. He better than Canelo Alvarez. He's better than, you can just keep going on and on, okay? Mikey Garcia, okay? Ain't no way. Ain't no way. I don't care about his body of work because I'm not impressed. I'm not impressed about his body of work. Okay? Only reason he getting played is because of a few things, okay? Only reason he getting played is because of Bob Arum is pushing him, right? ESPN is one of the major the most dominant sports media outlet in the world. Walt Disney, one of the biggest brands in the world, owns Fox right now, owns ESPN, owns ABC. Okay, and now they're going over to start their own Netflix type of platform. If you're worrying about what's gonna happen to Luke Cage and the Defenders, all that's going over to the new Fox streaming platform. Okay, that's why. But if you go through Lomachenko's resume, okay, he lost to Salido in his second fight. Okay, you know, Salido is a guy who had. Let me see. Give me a minute. He had. I don't know if this is before they fought, but he had 12 losses. Okay, 12 losses. 12 losses. And last night, ESPN acknowledged the loss to Salido, but downplayed it, okay, to the audience as, oh, this is the reason why Salido came in overweight. Now, look here, okay? The arrogance of Lomachenko looking at Salido as sardines on the plate or looking at him as some tuna, you know, easy work, you feel me? He looking at him like, oh, this dude is easy. Look at the arrogance of Lomachenko. And this was nobody talk about, okay? When him and Salido fought and Salido came in overweight, right? Bob Arum forced Salido, because I believe he had options on Salido or something. They forced Salido to take that fight, right? Salido takes the fight, comes in overweight on purpose, right? Lomachenko was so arrogant, okay, so cocky, that he did not ask for a same-day weigh-in to make sure Orlando Salido didn't rehydrate to the welterweight that I believe he hydrated to. Now, at the end of the day, who fault was that on for not asking for a same-day weigh-in? That was Lomachenko. Lomachenko said, I don't even want to fight. I don't want to fight him. He could say, unless he's going to do a same-day weigh-in. But his arrogance, thinking Orlando Salido with 12 losses, couldn't beat a guy that ain't lost but once in the amateurs, they say. You know what I'm saying? So his arrogance, they didn't put that into context. See how they could fool you? See if you don't know the full story? How they can fool you? He got beat up. However you want to spin it, he lost that fight. Okay? He lost. So how can you come in the pound for pound best fighter? People say it's the second pro fight. Look here, man. He had professional fights in the World Series of Boxing. He had professional fights. So he was already prepared for what he was about to face. That's why he was able to go 12 rounds. He beat Gary Russell. Really good win. I thought it was a clear victory from him. Gary Russell was a good fighter. Okay? Good win. But is Gary Russell a pound for pound fighter? No. Is Orlando Salido a pound for pound fighter? No. Not when he currently fought them. He fought 3 nobodies after that, okay? I believe one of them was on the Mayweather and Pacquiao undercard, 2015, I think, or 3 nobodies. He fought Roman Martinez, who came in with 2 losses, 3 draws, already been knocked out by, or I think he got beat by Mikey Garcia. I think Mikey stopped him, but he did drop Mikey, okay? He beat Nicholas Walters, who was on ice, I believe, a whole calendar year because he asked for too much money from Bob Arum for the Lomachenko fight. He was coming off a draw that he really won versus Jason Sosa. Okay. He did that draw in December of 2015, didn't fight again until November 2016. So you had a fighter that had been sitting on the shelf for almost an entire year. Michael Johnson, salute. Sean Burke, salute. Okay. So Nicholas Walters was the X-Man, because he moved up in weight, coming off a draw and coming off a year layoff. So you telling me Lomachenko made him quit? I think being off a year and moving up in weight as well, and not to and only having one fight at new weight. I mean, call him what you want to call it. He fought Jason Sosa. Okay, I'm not impressed. That's not a name. No amateur background. Miguel Moraga, previously to before Walters fought Jason Sosa and Lomachenko, he had already beat Miguel Moraga. Moraga was coming off a loss to Oscar Valdez. Rigondeaux was a guy, and I don't know how many people know this. Rigondeaux, excuse me. I think Rigondeaux moved up a few weight classes. Okay. He started off at super bantamweight. Okay. I believe that's 100 and what's hold on, give me a minute. I'm not that good with the smaller weight classes. Give me 1 second. He started off at super bantamweight, which is 122. Okay. Yeah, super bantamweight. Trying to see where else did he go to. And he moved up from 122 all the way to 130. So he took a two weight class jump. You know? So at the end of the day, he beat a guy below his fight natural weight of 126. So at the end of the day, Quincy, salute. Deon Williams, salute. All right, so he beat Rigondeaux. Okay. And anybody that knew anything about boxing knew Rigondeaux didn't have a chance. He beat Linares, who got knocked out how many times his career? He lost to Sergio Thompson by knockout. He lost to Antonio DeMarco by knockout. If he didn't lose to Antonio DeMarco by knockout, he would have fought Adrian Broner. But Adrian Broner had already dog walked him in the gym. He lost to Hector. I don't know, excuse me. He lost to DeMarco and Thompson back-to-back knockouts. He lost to Juan Carlos Salgado by knockout. So he'd been knocked out three times before he fought Lomachenko. Okay? He struggled with Luke Campbell. He failed to impress versus Gesta. He fought Anthony Corella back-to-back, for God's sakes. He fought Kevin Mitchell, all vagabonds, bro. All vagabonds. Jorge Linares wasn't shit. I was telling y'all that leading up to that fight. And he beat Jose Pedraza, who Gervonta Tank Davis, quite frankly, had a cleaner face and beat his ass. Okay? Golden Gloves, what's going on? So when you look at it, is that really a pound for pound number one resume? Are any of those wins really better than Gamboa? Is any of those wins better than Victor Postile? Shit, most of them wins not better than Jeff Horn. Talking about the circumstances, Jeff Horn just fought at middleweight. Jeff Horn just fought at middleweight. Right? So you tell me if he a pound for pound fighter. You tell me, at his age, okay, at Lomachenko's age, let's see how old he is. 30 years old, okay? He turned professional in 2013, so he's been a pro for 5 years, only 12 fights. That's not even 3 fights per year. Okay? For somebody to be on a fast track, your first 5 years, I think you should have almost 20 fights, right? More than 20 fights on average with most top prize fighters. Okay? So he ain't that much more active than Gervonta Tank Davis, in my opinion. Okay? 30 years old, right? 30 years old. Ain't nobody asked him to come to the barbecue late. So to segue into a little bit of Tank and Loma, we come back to this pound for pound conversation. I kind of go back and forth. New Fat Boy Fitness salute. To segue into Tank and Loma, should Tank rush his career to fight Lomachenko? Seriously. Why should Gervonta Tank Davis rush his career? Seriously. Why should Gervonta Tank Davis rush his career? Why should he rush? Why should people say, Lomachenko is ducking, Tank is ducking Lomachenko. For one, they don't even fight the same weight class. Okay, that's a fact. That is a super fact. They don't fight the same weight class anymore. And two, all right, let's flip the penny over. Let's flip the quarter over, the silver dollar over. Okay. Didn't Lomachenko just duck Manny Pacquiao? So ain't that calling the kettle black? Him say, I want Lomachenko, I want Tank. But you don't want Manny Pacquiao? You don't want to become a legend by beating a legend? And that's a tradition in the sport of boxing. That's a tradition. New Fat Boy Fitness, when you're right, you're right. Salute, fam. Appreciate it. That's a tradition in boxing. I mean, De La Hoya, Chavez Sr. I mean, wasn't that Canelo's plan? To beat Mayweather and become a legend? So Canelo should have been like, no, I don't want to become a legend or pay-per-view star by fighting Floyd Mayweather. Come on. Fuck up out of here. Wasn't that the point of Mayweather De La Hoya and Pacquiao De La Hoya? So Pacquiao should have been like, or Mayweather said, no, I want De La Hoya. I want to become a pay-per-view star on my own. You see how stupid that sound? You know how ignorant that sound? How dumb that sound? That just sound ignorant. No, and he was willing to come down to 135. But he knew Manny Pacquiao could make 135. He knew Manny Pacquiao could make 135. Real talk. He knew it. But you turn around and tell me Tank ducking him. So what is Tank rushing for? For what? Tank is more known than Lomachenko in the United States. That's a fact. That's a fact. Ooh, they filled up the Madison Square Garden Theater room. You want a cookie for that? And they probably gave away most of those tickets to keep it real. You know? They gave away most of them tickets. And then they want to tell you about the ratings of the fight. Well, of course the ratings did good. They fought after the Heisman went off. That was the greatest segue. When he fought Jorge Linares, that week was the Boxing Writers Convention or the Boxing Writers Awards, whatever they was doing that night. Come on. Keep it real. He's getting put in positions to get promoted and better and marketed better than Terrence Crawford. If Crawford had the same, if Crawford was white, let's keep it real. If Terrence Crawford was Vasily Crawford, you know, from Ukraine or some shit like that, if he had different skin color, they'd be promoting him different too. So I ain't buying the fact that ESPN really want to push Crawford, according to Bob Arum. I'm not buying that. I don't buy it. I don't buy that bullshit. And if Crawford's sitting at home and he buying that bullshit too, he don't believe that. Because they don't even push commercials for Crawford fight until the weigh-in. Lomachenko was getting features all through there, and people still don't want him. People don't acknowledge him. Lomachenko could walk in the middle of your street and nobody will bat an eye. Nobody. He not going to blow up over here because, for one, he don't speak no English. He don't speak clean English. For two, he not a white American. For three, he not a knockout puncher. Okay? He not one of America's own, so they're not going to accept him over here. So all that pushing they doing, all that promoting they doing, they throwing money down the drain. They throwing money. He ain't popular. Ain't nobody gonna fall out, say Lomachenko. He'll never be in the same breath as Manny Pacquiao. Pacquiao did something that was unusual. He moved up several weight classes and were stopping and hurting bigger guys. Pacquiao had flashy hand speed and flashy footwork. Mayweather was controversial. He could articulate. He can wear the black hat. Lomachenko, 30 years old and still trying to captivate fans with the biggest push in media and damn near boxing media history. Real talk. He can't go to Vegas and put no asses in the seat in Vegas. He can't go out to California, the Staples Center, and do what Deontay Wilder did with Tyson Fury with nobody. Other than Gervonta Tank Davis. And right now, that ain't gonna happen. He's still growing his brand. So who we gonna, other than Manny Pacquiao, who is he putting seats in there with? Him and Miguel Burchett can fight, and no casual fan will bat an eye. Okay? Hey, King of my hood, Texas, salute. I'm sending you something tomorrow, bro, about that situation we handling. I'm gonna send you a guide. I'm gonna hook you up. But nobody had a better eye. He can fight Regis Progress at Mardi Gras, and nobody would care if he moved up. Okay? Who else could he fight? He could fight Jorge Linares again. I wouldn't give a shit. He can fight Josh Taylor in the UK. That might sell. But in America, we don't give a shit. He can fight Maurice Hooker. Won't give a shit. Jose Ramirez. Won't give a shit. Okay? I was just keeping it real. When Deontay Wilder fought Ortiz in the Barclays Center, when he fought Stavern the second time, that was a crowd. Lomachenko ain't never had that energy in the crowd other than when he fought Rigondeaux. That's energy, but that was at the theater room. Salute. That was at the theater room. Well, white people hype up Caleb Plant. Man, Caleb Plant is a wigger. Caleb Plant is a wigger. And plus, he don't get knockouts. He ain't aggressive enough. Caleb Plant probably got more black fans than white fans. He 28 years old. I like Caleb Plant. All right. So I mean, what else can you do? Lomachenko is what he is. No more, no less. He not a draw. At all. Gervonta Tank Davis got all the sauce. Trust me. When I went to go see Tank Davis this April, Tank Davis had just as many asses in the seat as Charlo and Adrian Broner, Rasheed Warren, and Heather Hardy that night. Real talk. If Lomachenko is this big hype job they doing, why is he fighting in the theater room and not the garden? Not the big room. If he this big draw, why ain't he moving around and fighting in different venues? Why ain't Jerry Jones begging for him to come down in the AT&T Stadium? Why Vegas ain't begging Lomachenko to come there like they beg Canelo? Why the Staples or the LA Forum ain't begging him to come out there? Why the Barclays Center ain't begging him to come out there? Why DC ain't asking him to come back and fight out in DC? Why? If he this big part of being pound for pound is not just being great and being a great fighter. It's about notoriety and popularity. If you're the face of boxing or you the pound for pound king of boxing, you're supposed to be popular. When Roy Jones was on top of the game, Roy Jones was that guy. Doing a weigh-in show, rapping, he was a brand. Roy Jones was synonymous with the sport of boxing. Don't nobody say boxing and think Lomachenko. He about the thousands, nigga. You think of down the list. You say boxing, you still think of Floyd. You still take Manny Pacquiao. You still say Canelo Alvarez. Now you saying Errol Spence. Now you saying Crawford. Now you saying Wilder. Now you saying Fury. Now you saying Joshua. You're not saying Usyk or Gosvick or Lomachenko. You're not saying that. You're not saying that. You're not saying that. And a lot of people who criticized me, and I stuck to my guns, and I told people Tank will beat Lomachenko. What that guy with the morning show say? Trill Boxing Talk. What he say? Subliminally sent me. How can a pregnant woman, a fat pregnant woman looking guy beat Lomachenko? Open your eyes. If you know how to break down film and you knew styles make fights, my brother. If you just didn't watch the fight and insinuate who gonna win, if you break the film down and take the time like I do and dedicate yourself to the real sport of boxing, you can see it. Every fighter on this level that step into a ring has a chance versus each other. On any given Saturday night, you can win. Any fighter that's a title holder or an elite prize fighter making hundreds of thousands of dollars, when they step into the ring, each guy got an opportunity. Because you can't see it. Because you believe what ESPN telling you. You believe what ESPN tell. I ain't believe that shit. He a good fighter. Very good fighter. But if you know anything about it, look at the styles they put in there with Lomachenko. Okay? They don't put a pressure fighter in there with Lomachenko again. They didn't put a puncher in there with Lomachenko. Linares and Pedraza couldn't punch. Okay? They didn't put a masterful, slick boxer in there with Lomachenko yet. Look at the matchmaking they doing with Lomachenko. Look at the matchmaking. Who was the biggest puncher he fought? Who was the biggest puncher he fought? Walters? Walters just moved up another weight class. Walters had moved up from what? 122 to or he fought down near at 30. He was at 26 or something. Walters had already moved up. Okay? And he was off a year. So he had no rhythm. So who's the slickest fighter Lomachenko fought? Pedraza? You see him, you put Pedraza in there with another slick fighter. You see what Tank did to him. And arguably, people thought Egner Cherry beat Lomachenko. Arguably, they did. Don't believe what they selling you. Gary Russell is a good puncher. I'll give you that. But Gary Russell was actually still a prospect when he fought Lomachenko. Gary Russell ain't stepped up and fought nobody. But if you want to say Gary Russell's the biggest puncher he fought, I'll give you that. Gary Russell was still a prospect. Gary Russell got better after he lost to Lomachenko. Look here. It's other fighters that's not black, that's slick. So when I say slick fighters, Pedraza was a slick fighter, but he didn't have no he wasn't defensively responsible enough. Dmitry Pirog was a slick white fighter. Right? Gary Russell ain't a slick fighter. Gary Russell is not slick, and he black. So why would I just limit myself to say black fighter and Gary Russell not slick? He fast, but he not slick. Amir Khan is fast, but Amir Khan ain't slick neither. Don't bring up Tevin Farmer name in my chat, bro. Tevin Farmer is on Twitter calling people bums. Are you fucking serious, bro? Tevin Farmer is calling people bums. Fuck up out of here. I'm about to get you up out of here. I don't like your hating ass, no way. Fuck up out of here. Bye, bitch. Get up out of here. Get up out of here. I've been waiting to delete your ass. I got time today. I got time. Listen without an opinion, boy. Listen without an opinion. Tevin Farmer was in negotiations to fight Tank Davis, right? Tevin Farmer was in position to fight Tank Davis. Hold on. Give me a minute. My dog barking. That ain't good. Give me a second, y'all, all right? I'm going to go on mute for a minute. My dog barking. Let me see what's going on. All right, we good. Making sure. I got kids downstairs. My daughter just walked in. So that's when my dog bark. My dog bark, you better move. I got one of them dogs. He don't bark much. When it's a problem, I move. So But like I was saying, I'm not saying that I don't have Lomachenko still in my top 10 pound for pound because I'd be lying. He's still in there, you know. But obviously the shoulder was an issue. He was scared to throw the right hand last night. He found a way. I think his left uppercut may be one of my favorite punches a fighter throw. Okay, that left uppercut is the real ideal. It reminds me, like I said in my reaction video last night, I'm not gonna just shit on this dude. I get credit where credit is due. His uppercut, his left uppercut, reminds me of Bernard Hopkins and Floyd Mayweather straight right hand, where when they throw the straight right hand, they don't think about it. They just throw it. It's second nature, and that's how Lomachenko uppercut is. He really never out of position throwing it. He's always in a proper position to throw the uppercut. Now, if you seen, what was it, the Nervedes that beat Isaac Dogbay yesterday, he was throwing his uppercut way out of position. And if you throw the uppercut from too far out, you can be in trouble, even though he was in no trouble with short arm Isaac Dogbay. But I like his uppercut, but, you know, I just like Tank's style to beat him. You know, I like Tank's style to beat him. And also, I like the weight for Tank better than 130. I like 35 better for Tank. Tank going to be a horse at 135. What's going on, Ronaldo Tool? C4, I see you. Angel 313. Tank gonna be even more fitter, faster, stronger at 135. That's gonna be an easy transition for him. Easy. And the reason I like Tank over Lomachenko is that Tank not only can box, but he ain't gonna outbox no Lomachenko. All right. He ain't gonna just go in there and put on a Mayweather, Pernell Whitaker type of performance. If he boxes versus Lomachenko, he probably gonna lose every round unless he clips him. Okay. But what you do notice about Lomachenko is what I notice about most Eastern European fighters and European fighters in general. They can't box on the back foot. They're lesser of a fighter going backwards. You know, they lack function. They can't function going backwards. Okay. Lomachenko might move his head and look like a defensive fighter, but he's very offensive. He likes to be on the front foot. When Salido closed the distance, he didn't have any angles, and he just made it into a dogfight on the inside. That was the issue. JD Film, salute. What's going on, brother? I ain't seen you in a minute. Hopefully everything's well. LDTB, salute. I see you. All right. Appreciate the super chat, JD Films. Lomachenko is going to have a problem going backwards. Now, if Tank can pressure him and close the distance like he did versus Pedraza, Gervonta is faster. He punch harder. Only thing Tank lacks at this point is overall boxing experience and discipline and repetition. That's it. And repetition and experience go hand in hand. That's what he's missing when we talk about Lomachenko. Lomachenko had 1,000 professional amateur fights. 1,000. That counts for something. He had pro fights in the World Series of Boxing. He has 11 professional fights. He has a lot of experience in the square circle overall. That amateur background counts for something. But as a professional fighter, Tank has something he hasn't dealt with before. That real grown man puncher power. I've heard people from the Mayweather gym behind the scenes told me that Levante Tank Davis parks junior middleweights. He stops junior middleweights. He stops junior middleweights. He has hand speed. He has good foot speed. He can box too, but he's stubby and short like Dogbay. But legitimately, he's a once in a generational type of athlete. We're talking about the speed and the power that he possesses, and also how smart he is in the boxing ring. But what hurts him is experience, dedication to the sport, focus, and that's it. That's it. If he actually would have went to train with Mikey Garcia and stayed out in Oxnard, I would pick Gervonta Tank Davis to obliterate Lomachenko. Obliterate him. That boy is strong and can punch. You can tell he's a generational athlete. Now, he doesn't have the smartest mindset. He has a retarded mentor. He has a mentor that and Floyd Mayweather that don't want to see him be better than him. He see the talent Tank got. He basically signed Tank to put Tank on the shelf. That's what it was. He don't really want to have the best interest in Gervonta Tank Davis. So even though we can say Tank can beat Lomachenko, Tank got a lot of barriers to hop over in his career. And one of those barriers, if Al Heyman truly loved this kid, I didn't see the Brook fight. Enlighten me. I'll read the comments. Anybody watch the Brook fight? Enlighten me. I already know enough about Kell Brook at this point. We'll chop it up in the Q&A. But the thing about Tank is gonna have to jump over some barriers as far as Mayweather Promotions. If Al Heyman truly one of the best for Tank Davis, he'd get him out that Mayweather Promotion situation. Seriously. Because they ain't got his best interests at heart. They don't. All right? They don't. Brook is washed. Brook got his ass. Well, damn, he won though, right? Yeah, he always fought. He did fight in a big fight with McGregor Mayweather. He letting this shit get to his head. But yeah, like I said, man, like anytime they feel like Tank is ready, I think Tank gonna take Lomachenko out. Obviously, time is on Tank's side. He 23, 24? It's like a 6 or 7 year age difference between him and Lomachenko. So time is on Tank's side. So Tank ain't gotta rush. He truly don't have to rush. You know? Brook is a shot to pieces. That stripper was tagging him all night. Brook still won 8-4, 7-5, but looked shot to shit. Brook won, but Zafner was hitting him hella easy. Looked weight drained at 150, so it would even be worse at 147. I already knew I didn't have to watch that fight to know what I already need to know. And I'll talk about him towards the end. Yeah, Tank is 24 years old, just turned 24 in November, so it's a 6-year age difference between him and Lomachenko. 6-year age difference. You know? But one of my subs wanted me to talk about Andre Ward firing back at the Wilder FanBoyz, okay? I watched the interview, and like I say, man, it don't make you a coon for your own opinion, okay? It don't. And a lot of these dudes, man, is hyping people head up, man, with this fake-ass boxing movement they got that they think they're taking over the world, okay? We ain't taking over the boxing world, okay? We have an opinion on YouTube, and do people value our opinion? Yes. Do people that are fighters, that are promoters, that are boxing writers, that are boxing media members, that are fighters, do they value our opinion? Obviously they do. Okay? They have burner accounts. They throw subliminal shots. They care about what we say, most of them, or some of them. They do. They do. At the end of the day, I had no problem with what Andre Ward said. My only problem with Andre Ward said was the first thing that came out of his keyboard was tearing down a black fighter. That's what it was. The first thing was negativity. He could at least start it off. Congratulations to Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder. Good fight. Woo, 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 woo. You know, like that. That was it. You know, when you see brothers with be the first ones to run to their computer and come with negativity, you know what I'm saying? And you see it with other fighters, other nationalities. You know, they come out there, they won't come out there and just tear their fighter down right away. But that just seemed to be it. You know, Mayweather the same thing. Talking about, I'm not jealous of nobody. You clearly are jealous. You clearly are jealous. And not only are you jealous, you envious of people who got less than you. You are the type of person who is a dry hater, okay? Mayweather is a dry hater. That was not a coon. Do you know what a coon is, bro? Do y'all know what a coon is, bro. That's not a coon. Y'all let them niggas tell you that he cooning. He cooning. That man ain't coon. He ain't coon. Cooning is saying, oh, man, what Mike Tyson doing to Wilder? Oh, man, Anthony Joshua, beat the hell out of Wilder. But everybody know Anthony Joshua running from Wilder. Or Wilder don't want none with Anthony Joshua. That 50 million wasn't real. That's cooning in the boxing context. He could be a hater. But guess what? It wasn't hate from Andre Ward. Look here. Fury made Wilder look foolish. Fury is the only defensive heavyweight, okay? Fury the only heavyweight that can roll punches that I've seen at this level, slip punches, and take away Deontay's right hand somewhat. Okay? That's just in general. Deontay Wilder, like it or not, did not look good. He got exposed versus Tyson Fury. He did. He did. It wasn't tearing down Deontay Wilder, bro. He didn't say something like, let's just say hypothetically, Jack Reese stopped the fight. And then Andre Ward came out and said, oh, Wilder really didn't get the knockout because Jack Reese stole the fight from Tyson Fury. That's cooning. That's being a hater. That's cooning. That's being a hater. Andre Ward was probably speaking from a standpoint of a boxer. And let me flip this on you, something that I don't even know somebody gave you this perspective. What if Andre Ward was speaking from his perspective as a boxer? Saying that, damn, I know if I was Wilder, I wouldn't try to fight that motherfucker again. I got the belt. I'm just going to move on and do something else. Because didn't Andre Ward basically have that same mindset when it came to Adonis Stevenson? Didn't Andre Ward have that mindset when it came to Adonis Stevenson? His mindset was like, you know what? I made a lot of money with Kovalev. I ain't got to prove nothing versus Adonis Stevenson. I'm not going to fight Adonis Stevenson for what? I don't want to be undisputed. I ain't got to fight Stevenson. That's the same mindset. So Andre Ward was talking from a mindset how he look at it. If anything you want to indict Andre Ward for is being brutally honest on what he would have done as a fighter, which is bitch out and not. He wouldn't have gave Fury a rematch in that scenario. So instead of y'all trying to stretch and loosely use this coon word, y'all loosely using it, that's not a coon. If anything, Andre Ward revealed how much of a vagina he was because him personally, he wouldn't have rematched Tyson Fury. He wouldn't have rematched Tyson Fury. If anything, he's a vagina. Now, see how I broke that down that simple? How I articulated that instead of being emotional and saying Ward is a coon. No, that's not cooning. He indicted himself. It was an indictment on himself. Exactly. Ward would have been the B-side. That's not a coon, bro. That's not a coon. How did he tear him down when he spoke facts? Y'all can say Fury ain't throwing up punches. Fury shouldn't even been competitive in the fight. This is a guy 2 years ago who got popped for peds. 2 years ago was fat, 400 pounds, bro. 400 pounds. Hadn't been 12 rounds in 2 years. Came back versus Safari and Pinata, and he took a title holder 12 fucking rounds. Just that alone, he won the fight for me. He shouldn't have been competitive versus Wilder. Wilder was getting washed in that fight. Real talk. Say what y'all want to say. Take the biasness out of it and look at the two fighters. Wilder looked terrible that fight. He admitted it. He was looking for the right hand all night. He didn't switch up into the uppercut. He didn't throw the left hook into the 12th round. Any other fighter that had that performance, dog, y'all have been jumped. Oh, he a bum. He garbage. Then he come out with the excuses. My arm, my neck, my wrist, my ass, my feet. I ain't trying to hear that shit, man. I keep it 100. Fury should not have been competitive in this fight. Fury should not have more stamina than a guy that weighed 44 and a half less pounds than him and more on fight night. Coonan is just hating on black people. What Andre Ward said was spot on from his perspective. He has the right to his opinion. His opinion was not far-fetched. Wilder had a title. Wilder had a tough, questionable fight. From everybody's perspective, it was a close, competitive fight, right? Andre Ward say, I scored it for Fury, but I have no problem with it being a draw. It was some swing rounds here and there. But in my opinion, he won. What's wrong with that? Wilder had a title, right? Fury didn't have a title. Fury felt he won. So, you know what? I'm already the lineal champ. I can move on my career and make a whole bunch of money with Anthony Joshua. Deontay Wilder said, you know, that was a close fight. I feel like I ride from a knockout. I could walk away and go fight Dominic Breazeale or Anthony Joshua and feel good with that. That ain't being a coon. Y'all just upset because he told y'all the motherfucking truth. He gave y'all some robot testing. He told y'all the truth. And anything less than that, he wouldn't have been real. So y'all want the motherfucker to be real? Or y'all just want motherfuckers to be pro-black and just biased towards black people? Now, I don't have a problem. If you want to ride with just pro-black and you want to live in a fairy tale, you want to be like the Mexican fan base, you want to be like the UK fan base, but, I mean, just hear me out here, okay? Just hear me out here. I don't care about Tim Bradley, okay? He didn't even watch the fight, so he's irrelevant, okay? Hear me out here. Do I not come on here and see a lot of people agree with me when we talk about how biased the Mexican fan base is, how biased the UK fan base to a dumbass fault, right? We talk about that all the time. So you can criticize them, right, for being that way. But what does that make you for acting the same way about your people? That's a hypocrite. You're a hypocrite. So if you're going to be pro-black and be blind like they are to their culture, don't talk shit about the Mexican fan base. Don't talk shit about the UK fan base. Don't talk shit about the Australian fan base. Don't talk shit about the Canadian fan base. Don't talk shit about the Haitian or the Thailand fan base or the Philippine fan base or the Asian fan base. Don't do that. Don't do that. Now, if you're okay with that and you want to just be pro-black everything and biased towards your black people, I'm fine with that. But don't be a wishy-washy dude. Keep it 100. However you want to be. If you want to be a racist, keep it 100. Okay, let me know that you're a racist so I know where I stand. If you want to be pro-black and black towards bias, let me know. 100. I can respect that. I can respect honesty. A lot of dudes and a lot of women say they want honesty. They say they want real shit in a relationship. But when you give them the real, you be honest with them, they feelings get hurt. And that's a human emotional trait. Okay? I'm not worried about Klitschko. At the end of the day, my opinion was I thought Tyson Fury won by a point. That's my opinion. Andre Ward, it's his opinion. And he said, I can understand if you had a draw. Yeah, he came out there on some Mike Tyson on some Floyd shit. What Floyd did was Floyd single-handedly contaminated the fight for Wilder. Floyd daddy thought Wilder won. Floyd daddy thought Wilder won. But what Floyd did was contaminate the whole stream. And on top of that, the commentary doubled back on that and contaminated the whole fight. That's what made me angry. That's what made me angry. Y'all being angry at Andre Ward for what? He didn't say nothing wrong. You got guys on here losing their voice, crying, big grown ass men crying because of Andre Ward opinion, burning their Andre Ward gear. Okay, exactly what Mike Tyson did to Wilder was cooning, bro. Exactly. All right. At the end of the day, Ward ain't no coon, bro. If y'all want to put Ward in that coon category because y'all emotional, y'all mad, y'all raging, and that's your opinion, man. I respect that, but I don't want to. I just can't. I can't mix with cats like that, man. I can't mix with cats. They say the kettle's black, calls the kettle black. How? You want to do your whole community and your whole premise is based on being pro-black, being biased towards blacks. I can dig it. If you come out and tell me that's your whole mission statement, I can dig it. So I know where to categorize that group of people. That's not me. When it comes to sports, that's not me. When it comes to black businesses, when it comes to supporting black people, yes, that's me. But then again, me as well. It's if I come to your barbershop and I want my haircut, or I come to your oil shop when I want to get my oils to burn in my house and rub in my skin, and you say you open at 8 o'clock, and you don't open at 12 o'clock, and you keep doing that shit, then again, I'm going to take my business elsewhere. Okay? Same thing with this boxing shit. Sometimes you think people's mission statement is the same as yours. Like, my whole thing about YouTube boxing is to keep it 100, okay? I want to be as 50-50 down the line. I don't want to be known as a black channel. I don't want to be known as a white channel. I don't want to be known as a channel that's a fair weather channel that's going to try to, my opinion is going to try to fit, make everybody happy. No. Anybody listen to my channel, my opinion is my opinion. You don't like it, hit the road, Jack. Your opinion, as long as you don't come disrespectful, you can articulate and you can support your opinion with viable facts, I can fuck with you. We can agree to disagree. All right? We can. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. That man ain't no coon. He wasn't no coon. Wilder made a lot of mistakes. I talk about those mistakes Wilder made. He didn't go to he had a really good right left hand combination of the body. He never followed up on that. Fury was leaning one way. He could have still snuck in some more body shots. He did a lot wrong in that fight. So a lot of people owe the Andre Ward an apology, bro. That man ain't got to clarify shit for y'all. He don't. No uppercut. I just mentioned that, John. That man ain't have to clarify shit for y'all. You think Andre Ward give a fuck what y'all think? He don't. He don't. He don't care. He don't need your respect. Because if he ain't earned your respect by fighting Kovalev after a long layoff, winning a Super 6 tournament, winning a gold medal, if he ain't got your respect by now, then what think you gonna what you think you gonna give him his respect as wearing a suit and tie, having a microphone? No, he not gonna give a fuck. If he ain't got your respect by now, and you don't trust Andre Ward by now, God fearing man, get up out of here, man. He can give a less. He can give a less. He can't have an opinion. His opinion got to match all opinion. And people getting emotional doing video after video and crying and complaining about that shit, man. All them grown men need to take that dick out their ass, man. Real talk, man. Take the Andre Ward penis out your ass in your mouth, man. Getting emotional and sending this nigga long videos over. Where was this fucking anger for Floyd Mayweather? Mayweather's impact on this fight, and Paul Malignaggi, Al Bernstein, whoever the hell else was calling this fight, their impact on this fight was way more negative than Andre Ward tweet. Way more negative. No, I didn't even know that came out yet, Legendary Boxer. I had to go back and watch it. I've been just chilling. all fucking weekend. Kid fucking free until like today. Graylin Well, salute. True right here, CJ. People need to be less reactionary, less judgment, and cut the hollering. Then thou water down Malcolm X Hex Act. Yeah, man. All right, now I don't understand that about Andre Ward and about these dudes, man, out here. And shout out to Retro Boxing, man. He said I seen it come in my little trending feed. I didn't even watch it, but he said Andre Ward can't have an opinion. That's the only one I rock with. Him, World Breaker. I was gonna say World Breaker government name. Cali, the best fight the best. You know what I'm saying? Few of them guys, man. The dudes with the lower channels are the better channels when it comes to that particular community. Okay? Real talk. The dudes with the lower channels no more. I can rock with them. Because the bigger your channel is, I found out on YouTube, okay? The bigger channel is, the more fraudulent the channel becomes. Okay? That's just what it is. I can't be like that, bro. Okay? I can't be like that. I can't. The one thing I can tell anybody starting a YouTube channel, man, is be yourself. Can't nobody be you better than you. Be yourself. Do it on your own. Don't join the motherfucker. Do it on your own. Because I done the collaborative thing. Okay? I used to be at Colossal Sports TV doing videos. The best thing I could have did, and in respect to that brother, he gave me a platform, but the best thing I could have did was got it out on my own. And we broke up and we had a nasty split at first, but guess what? We still boys to this day. I got out on my own. Yeah, Cali had to give him an apology. He was wrong. I didn't even have to watch his full video. He let them other motherfuckers influence him. He was wrong. I didn't have to call him to say, hey, you need to do that apology or you was wrong. I already know. Me and Cali can disagree and still be cool. So I already know what type of man as a man, I know what type of person Cali is of having a lot of conversations with him. I already knew it was coming. Sometimes I'll make mistakes. We get over emotional. Emotion is a trait that men show. Okay? At 1, Fox 1 tomorrow night at 10. Yeah, I'm about to go DVR that joint, man. I probably can find it on my Fox Sports app. Okay? So I already knew what type of person he is. I had to worry about him. But then, when you under that umbrella, okay, they quote unquote leadership say some shit, then everybody got to counteract to it. Everybody gonna react to it, and before you know it, your shit is diluted. Okay, now your whole mission statement is changed, and you got to catch yourself, man. You really do. Oh yeah, I heard that, man. They told me on the phone about that shit, man. About the Floyd joint, bro. They say one of the dudes knew the bodyguard, and they was like I say, man. It's hard, man, to find out your hero of the fraud. I ain't saying this is hero. It's hard to find somebody that we spent money with in Floyd. We supported Floyd. Niggas got the TMT hats. People that went to his gym, Town, Blue. I'm pretty sure Fred been through there when interviews, and people showed a lot of love and respect to Floyd Mayweather over the years. You gave a lot of your money, and not only the money is money, I can get money back, but when you invest your time, that's why you see people get into these marriages, and you see old Bob or old Deontay, his wife leave him. It's not the alimony 9 times out of 10. It ain't the child support 9 times out of 10. It's been a situation where none of that is involved. It's the time that you sit here and you wasted, invested your time into a woman, and she played you, bro. And you sitting there looking stupid. It's hard for you as a man to swallow your pride. Okay? Because the alimony money you can get back, the child support money you can hustle back on. But that time, you can never get time back. You can never get time back, bro. And a lot of people invested a lot of time in Floyd, and it's found out Floyd is a little fucking big fraud. It's hurtful to a lot of people, and it hurt me. I feel like a fool supporting this dude, but you move on from it. You learn not to make the mistake again. No, I still ain't rewatched it, man. I really ain't watched no boxing this weekend, man, other than ESPN. I've been enjoying my girl. I've been enjoying grocery shopping. I've been enjoying just playing with my dog. I've been enjoying having a quiet house. I've been enjoying to eat my food I order without having to share. I've been enjoying life this weekend, man, to be honest. Okay. Okay. I will rewatch it probably tonight. Okay. But like I said, man, that's hurtful, man. I ain't mad at barbershop conversation. That's hurtful. It's hurtful. Yeah, I watched. I was the Loma fight. I mean, that's his prerogative. Hey, I'm glad that Fred actually didn't support the Lomachenko fight, and then at the end run and do a reaction video. Honestly, I'm glad that Fred didn't care about that fight and didn't do. He stuck to his gun. There's plenty of guys that told me, okay, look here, and I'm gonna say this, and I'm getting to the Q&A. I can stay on for a lot longer. Okay, I'm gonna say this to y'all. I'm gonna get to your question, Lawrence. Okay, I'm gonna say this. I can respect Fred for saying the fight was trash, not doing the live reaction, not doing a live fight breakdown, and didn't cover the fight. I can respect that. But you had other people that didn't do a prediction video, didn't talk about the fight the whole week because nothing happened in Boxing Saturday. They didn't have no subject matter to talk about, so they hopped on their phones, watched the fight, and did a reaction video or went live for views and did that. Okay, I can respect that. For one team, I didn't think it was a great fight. I thought it was a bum bash, but you know what? I never said I wasn't going to watch it. I never said I was going to boycott it. I'm going to watch it. But I didn't do no live breakdown for the fight. I wasn't doing that. I wasn't doing no live break. I wasn't doing no live commentary to that. No matter what fight came on this weekend, I was enjoying the weekend, but I wasn't doing it for that. I so happened to be watching the Heisman, and it came on. Lawrence Williams said that fake video Fred did for views about Loma knowing Adonis was in a coma when he was acting like he was taking his pick off the belt was bogus as fuck. I agree. I agree. I agree. I agree. Build a gym in Grand Rapids. Yeah, I don't even do he got a gym in Grand Rapids? He building gyms over there in Russia and don't have no gym in Grand Rapids. That's sad. That's sad. You came at T Street for using the LDBC to get views, but now you're doing. I'm not doing the same thing. I haven't mentioned that. I haven't said that 4-letter word in quite some time. You don't hear me putting anything in my title to do with that community. Do you see anything in my title that say that? Did I say them 4 letters? Have I said them the whole time? Have I? Have I? Because if you ain't fucking noticed, homeboy, my views are straight. If you ain't noticed, when I just had motherfucking 8,000 motherfucking subs, look where I'm at now, motherfucker. Be killing me with that shit. Why are you so concerned about other channels? You have good because I can. Because I can. Don't poison. Because look here, man. What y'all niggas don't understand is this. This is what you don't understand. Okay? And that's why I'm about to stop talking boxing anyway. Only time I talk boxing is when fights come up. It's coming real fucking soon. Okay? This is why. Because when niggas see your channel, let's say you go subscribe to Barbershop Conversation. Guess who fucking channel after you subscribe to them pop up? My channel. Okay? When you see shit like that, niggas think you synonymous with them. That shit hurts my brand. At the end of the day, when you poisoning a lot of minds, life, you got to counteract that. It's good, it's evil, it's yin and it's yang. I'm telling y'all the truth. If you don't want to hear the truth, don't come here. If you don't want to hear the truth, because when it's bad out there and it's negativity out there, it got to be good. When it's good out there, it got to be bad. Without good and bad, it ain't no life. Without pain and without joy, it ain't no life. If everything in life was good and it wasn't no pain or no negativity or no losing or no hurt, what would life be? What would life be? So I'm always point y'all in the right direction. So when the shit falls down like Kanye West song, don't say I didn't warn you niggas. I'm warning y'all about what this is coming to. You can call me a hater. I don't care. I take the shit on the chin. It doesn't, I don't, you niggas don't move me. The negativity don't move me. You can say whatever you want to say. I never said, oh, I'm not going to drop this video. This going to hurt somebody's feelings. Or I ain't going to drop this video. This might offend somebody. Or they're not going to like this video. I don't care. Every channel I run multiple channels, bro. What's up, Top Foster? I run multiple channels. Multiple channels. You think if I care for if 1,000 motherfuckers don't like my opinion, so fucking be it. Cry 2 tears in a bucket. Fuck it. If you don't like my opinion, eat a dick. Eat a big fat fucking dick. Eat a fucking dick. I don't care if niggas don't like my opinion. I don't. But guess what? You can respect my opinion. And guess what? Ain't nobody gonna out debate me, bro. It ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen. Ain't nobody gonna out debate me. It just can't happen. Okay? We could be right, we could be wrong. I'm never gonna come into no type of debate that I have knowledge of like boxing, unless it's on some historian type shit. Ain't nobody gonna, I'm not gonna get blew out in no debate. It just ain't gonna happen. Especially no boxing, especially no football, especially no basketball. That ain't gonna happen. Anything else, algebra, arithmetic, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times 1,005. Yeah, you get me. I probably can hold my own about cars a little bit. I do work on cars every now and again. But you ain't gonna fucking run no circles around me in no boxing. It ain't gonna happen. And I can see people who don't know boxing from a mile away. I can see everybody do a fight prediction breakdown and they talk about everything about the actual technical part of the fight. Okay? Real shit. Real shit. And like I said, niggas ain't gonna take shots at me and I'm not gonna shoot back. You got the wrong one. This can get way uglier than I can make it. But like I said, I'm going to step aside soon from talking boxing full time. I might drop a video here and there, but it's coming. It might not come to next year or the year after next. But at the end of the day, what the shit is coming to on YouTube is just, I don't want to be a part of it. I don't want to be a part of it no more, bro. You know, you got guys just going straight doing historical boxing. Don't want to talk current boxing because we know what boxing coming to. I don't want to be the Love and Hip Hop of Boxing channel. I just want to talk real boxing. I just want to talk real boxing. I just want to come out here and talk about, oh, Tank Errol Spence and Crawford about to fight. I want to be hyped about a fight that's coming up. I don't want to be on here seeing a bunch of grown-ass men cry about Andre Ward. I don't want to see that. Oh, Andre Ward switched on me. I can't believe Andre Ward. Andre. Oh, you got a whole bunch of niggas crying and shit. Fuck up out of here. Niggas 30, 40, 50 years old crying and shit over fucking Andre Ward. Fuck up out of here. That motherfucker got a right to his opinion like everybody else. Yeah, y'all can ask any questions y'all got, man. I answer them, man. I'm answering every question, man. Because I've neglected the chat, man. My bad. And I got it right in front of my face. I'm baffling on this shit. Man, Facebook is killing the part. They updating their privacy and shit. Now I gotta make my motherfucking post shareable and shit. Shit, if you got a side chick and she catch you up on Facebook, nigga, you ain't doing your job, bro. Facebook, man, Facebook can be tied up. Shout out to Amari Cooper. That nigga went nuts today. I ain't won nothing in FanDuel today, bro. I won 50 fucking cents. I played my best lineup in the free lineup. That shit crazy, bro. I always do that shit, but hey, I won plenty of money in NBA this week, so we good. But guys shouldn't be getting title shots buying rankings as fans. We should demand these worthy ranks contenders fight each other, so it could be like one mandated in these sections. Yeah, they've been doing that. I found that out when Curtis Stevenson came back versus Derek Finley, moved down to 160 and got a title shot first Triple G. Boxing is all about money. Sanctioned belt bodies is all about money. You know, that's just what it is. It's all about money. Is Lomachenko washed up? No, I'm Melvin Crawford. Lomachenko not washed up, bro. Yeah, I can ask Isaac Dahlbeck questions. I don't know. I might do sometime this week a Canelo. I might do a Canelo field and if I want a Canelo prediction, field and prediction, I'll squeeze that in probably tomorrow. Before you keep asking questions, I'm coming down line. I do actually like this Canelo fielding card. It's a really, really good card. It's got a lot of good fights on it. We'll talk about that a little bit tomorrow. But no, Lomachenko not washed up. Lomachenko probably gonna fight for the IBF next if Comey can get it or whoever beat Comey. But I don't think Lomachenko washed up. I think obviously his shoulder was hurting. I think he's still a good fighter. You know, I don't think he's great or spectacular yet, but he's still a really good fighter in my opinion. Cool Man said, man, how's the Charlo fight card gonna go? Any chance for a surprise that night or out the ring? Probably Jared Hurd to jump in the ring, man, with Jamel. But you know, I'm praying that Tony Harrison bring the belt home because one of the Kronk brothers, trainers and former fighter, Kronk Sugar, man, he died this the other day. I posted in the community tab. Tony Harrison got to pull this one out for Kronk, pull it out for Detroit. He was on with the Pistons earlier today. Pull it for Tony Harrison. I hope Tony Harrison upset Jamel Charlo. This is my personal opinion, but I think Jamel is still gonna pull it out. But I don't see no upsets probably. If it's an upset, it's probably gonna be Tony Harrison beating Jamel. I don't see Willie Monroe beating Jamal. I think Willie Monroe can outbox Jamal for a second, but Jamal, just like Hugo, gonna catch him. So I don't really see no difference. But I do like the zone card better than the Charlo card, though, to be honest. We clowning in Dallas. I might come down there for the Earl Spence and Mikey fight. I don't know. Last time I was gonna come down there, I got food poison. I went out to see Broner and them, but I'm gonna try to go to at least 5 to 7 fights next year, man. I'm gonna use my flight privileges this year. I didn't use them none this year. My brother used all them motherfuckers up, you know. But I'm gonna try to use my flight privileges this year. I might go down there. I got a couple homies down there in Texas, man. One of my boys, few of my boys gonna meet me from Houston. I got a home. All my boys coming from Houston for pretty much. I know some people in Dallas, so I might come in. But I don't want to see Earl Spence go out there and knock him out to the body in 1 second, man. But I do want to enjoy some of that Texas barbecue, bro. For real. I ain't been down there since I've been down to Killeen, Texas, back in the day. So yep. Let me keep going down. Telling these men he loves them over and over. I don't know what you're talking about. Cooper messed up my FanDuel too. I had him in my free lineup. Shit, I would have won all the lineups with that lineup. But I don't even care. I knew this was going to be a shitty ass slate anyway. I knew this was going to be a shitty slate, man. I'm feeling NBA. I ain't play tonight, but I'll play tomorrow. What's up with Isaac Dahlbeck? Couldn't handle that Mexican style. Nervada smothered his ass. Not really. That wasn't Mexican style, bro. that was multifaceted style. It was levels to that. That kid mixed it up. He used the ring. He boxed. He smothered them. That's plenty of experience, man. His only loss came when he was 17. I'm telling you, I remember somebody told me Mexican cab drivers is tougher than most of the other opponents. So Nervete got skills, bro. You know, Dogbo got exposed for being a one-trick pony, being able to come forward and punch him out. You know, he didn't have no head movement coming in. He abandoned his jab coming in, and that was easy pickings for Nevada. I was hoping they wouldn't rob that kid, man. That kid got skills. He tough. But versus another fighter that got comparable height, he gonna have some issues if he don't use his jab. Learn to use his jab some more. Which fight are you checking out for this weekend? Katie Taylor, Eva Wallstrom is a fight I'm checking out for. Actually, I'm checking out for 3 fights in particular. Tevin Farmer versus Fonseca. I'm checking out for Lamont Roach versus Albert Machado. And I'm checking out I'm checking out more than that. Turion Johnson versus Dave Lemieux. and I'm checking out Mauricio Herrera versus Saddam Ali this weekend. Those are the fights I like this weekend. Oh, then December 22nd gonna be huge. You got Dillian White, Chisora, Charlo twins, Carl Frampton, and Josh Warrington. I think that's gonna be huge. Floyd needs to repair the water situation in Grand Rapids. That's Flint family, but yeah, that too. Why is Gary Russell not in the mix? Gary Russell is not in the mix because Gary Russell chooses to only fight once a year unless it's worth his while. Gary Russell was gonna fight again this year, but Leo Santa Cruz did not fight him again. So Gary Russell is not going to risk his hand. His hands are real bad. He ain't gonna risk his hands for bullshit fights. So if he don't get the fights he's looking for, he just fight the mandatory. Remember, Gary Russell don't love boxing either. Loma's in his 30s though. Yeah, Loma's in his 30s, but I don't think he washed. 30 is like 30 and 31 is like the peak for a prize fighter. Now, if you say 33, 34, 35, then I would say I would be cause for concern. But 30 is like the pinnacle for a prize fighter. Like 30, 31, I mean for like elite prize fighters like Mayweather, Pacquiao, even a guy like a fringe contender, champion, title guy like Amir Khan. Floyd was at his best around when he was like 30. He was like, what was that 30 about the Arturo Gatti fight? He was like really right there at his best. How did Sugar die? I'm not sure how he died, man. They ain't say. But I know a lot of people mad, man. Do you think Isaac Dogbo father should have stopped the fight? And does it give credit to the WC? Nah. He's on WC saying they banned fight. Nah. He know his son, just like any other fighter know his son, man. I don't think he should have stopped the fight. I mean, his eyes was messed up. The physicians checked him out. But, you know, looking back on it, he could have stopped the fight because his energy level was dropped. But anytime you got a puncher like that, like Dogbo, you got to give him an opportunity to get out there and try to score that knockout. And he couldn't score the knockout, but it is what it is. Step out your box a little bit. Do a prediction for Katie Taylor, even Wallstrom. That's the most competitive fight this weekend. Okay, I'll check it out. I'll try to squeeze it in. But is that on the DAZN card? By the way, because last time I was checking out Katie Taylor fight, that was terrible. That shit was terrible. It wasn't her fault though. Old girl can't survive on the Andrade undercard and watch it. K. How come Bob Arum getting no criticism for putting this shit co-main event? That wasn't a bad co-main event this weekend, Gangs PP. That wasn't a bad co-main event. That was a really good co-main event. You know, you picked the wrong weekend to say that, but historically, he don't care about the undercard because he Bob Arum. Don't nobody get no credit or get no kudos for G-checking the old man. That's just real talk. You know, and Bob Arum call it, you know, Bob Arum is respected. Fury did a post in the gym talking trash to Wilder. How soon do we get that rematch? Probably next. I really think one of them should go after Joshua. I think that makes sense. Go beat Joshua and undisputed on the line, and then the winner can retire, rematch the loser, rematch Anthony Joshua. I really think that one of them should go over there and fight Joshua, dog. Real talk. Real talk. You know, either it's Fury or Wilder. I'd rather be Wilder, you know, and then him and Fury fight all the belts. I take Fury. You know, I think they really should go over there and attack Joshua, man. Don't waste your prime on each other when y'all know y'all both can beat Joshua and come back and get that shot. But that's my opinion. Dogbo needs to work on defense. Dogbo need to work on cutting the ring off, using his jab. He need to work on some type of skill of feinting to jump on the inside. He needs to work on how counteracting how to work on the outside. He needs to box on the outside, being a smarter guy. He needs to learn how to feint and how to close the distance with his natural speed and gifts. I think he needs to work on that first. But defense, yeah, kind of moving his head, using his jab, cutting the ring off. I agree. Yeah, Neredes can box. Cat got skills. They got a lot of skills. Mexicans don't even know what Mexican style is. Yeah, Mexican style is not what Triple G said it is. Mexican style is just showing a lot of balls and a lot of heart. That's why I said Mexican style can come in a lot of different type of guys. You had like Felipe Lopez. You had guys like Salvador Sanchez. You had different fighters that fought different style. Morales, Marquez was a counterpuncher. Chavez Sr. was an inside fighter. Who you want to see Teofimo Lopez fight next? Anthony Corella, Ray Beltran. I like to see Teofimo Lopez fight Ray Beltran, Anthony Corella. Then after that, maybe a Jose Pedraza. Maybe a Denis Shavakov. And then, third or fourth fight next year, fight for a title if you think he's ready. But I know he's not ready. Unless he goes through them guys. And I think if you fight Teofimo Lopez fight a Ray Beltran, if he fights Jose Pedraza or Denis Shavakov, or if he fights Anthony Corella, he fights Luke Campbell next year. Any of those 3 or 4 guys I name, and let me give you more specific names. Give me one opportunity, 1 minute. If he fights, guys like Javier Fortuna, Evander Mendy, let me see who else is in there. I know he won't be fighting Robert Jr. next year, but you could throw him in there. He fights any of those guys, bro. He could beat those guys clearly. Then he ready for a title shot. Felix Verdejo, he moved up though. So yeah, I really like to see him fight Ray Beltran next or Anthony Corella next, man. And then after that, either Jose Pedraza if he's still active, Pedraza, Shavakov if he want to move back up. I know he moved down. Marcelo Gesta. And then after that, maybe a Luke Campbell. Luke Campbell may have a title by then if Mikey drop it. Or Richard Comey for a title shot. I think he need to fight 3 of them guys next year. Beltran, Pedraza, Pedraza, Shavakov, Evander Mendy, Anthony Corella, Javier Fortuna. I said Shavakov. He need to fight at least 3 of those 4 next year before he get a title shot. At least 2 or 3 of them, in my opinion. Ty. Derek Jackson makes his style. Melvin Crawford. Who put Stephen A. Smith on the boxing panel? I don't know, bro. He was pathetic. He pathetic. Asante L. What's going on? Salute, bro. Cleveland in the house. What's going on? My neighbor got this loud ass van, bro. My girl be mad because I be complaining about that shit. Do Willie Monroe have a weak chin? I think Willie Monroe just don't have experience. A lot of people don't know Willie Monroe was boxing in his garage before he won the Boxino tournament on ESPN. He was in his garage boxing. MMA sports talk. So I say no. I like Teofimo Lopez versus Gesta as well. I said that. Yeah, that's a good fight. MMA sports talk with Lopez knockout of Mason Menard. How do you think he compares to Devin Haney? He more aggressive than Devin Haney. Devin Haney doesn't seem as confident as Teofimo Lopez. Devin Haney is a boxer that just hasn't adjusted well to a pro fighter. Teofimo Lopez has adjusted better to a pro style than Haney. Haney fights real timid, real unsure of himself, real cautious. He's a real cautious fighter, which can work for him most of all right now. Teofimo Lopez is probably, if I had to pick, Teofimo Lopez probably get knocked out before. Excuse me, Teofimo Lopez probably get knocked out before Devin Haney. He makes a lot of mistakes, but that's what comes when you be offensively aggressive. He don't know water hot yet. When he found out fire hot, when he learned out fire hot, maybe, it's going to be interesting to see him get in there with some of them offensive guys. Andre Ward come back for Canelo would be good. Nah, Canelo ain't gonna fight him. I didn't skip the whole question. Derek Jackson say B-Hop, a shit talking little dude. Yeah, I mean you ain't never been to Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? You ain't never been to Brooklyn. All them Brooklyn dudes is cocky and confident, bro. He just remind me of any other Brooklyn person I ran up against when I go out there. Man, he's a real confident dude. But you know what? He a student in his craft. He's a real methodical guy. He's the one guy that got the potential to be like Floyd or Bernard Hopkins. Real intelligent. He think before he move in the boxing ring and outside the boxing ring as far as his boxing business. And he got a good team from the Teddy Atlas Cops and boxer program. So, real intelligent kid, man. He probably be the one that probably, go the furthest, man. Real diligent, always in the gym, smart fighter. He probably be the one that probably, probably people won't see coming. I don't think they see him coming. I see Teofimo Lopez getting a lot of knockouts, and they hear about Rolly. They hear about, Shakur Stevenson. To be honest, he is what Shakur Stevenson is trying to be. You know, Shakir Stevenson is trying to be this methodical, pick you apart type fighter. Trying to find his way. The little Beehive Colbert, he don't have to do no soul searching. He not gonna listen to people say, "Oh, you only got 2 or 3 knockouts." He ain't gonna do that. He gonna stay in his. He gonna be in position. He gonna fight smart. He gonna be defensive. He's a counter puncher. He's smart, pick you apart fighter. He's years before his time as a fighter. You know, it's only gonna if he just stay focused, the sky's the limit for him, man. I'm talking to this fine, attractive chick and on Snapchat. I think that's C stand for. How do I get her to be more than a friend? But I'm still trying to get like 2 other chicks as well. Are you trying to be a player? Shoot your shot, bro. Shoot your shot. Don't spend your money first. Say, come over to Netflix and chill. It's like, no. Don't ask, what are we, though? Don't do that. That shit gay. You know what I'm saying? You just chop it up, man. I'll just chop it up and see where it goes. Usually the girl make the first move for me. That's just how it works. You know, invite her over. Don't invite her out. You know what I'm saying? It's ways you can word that. And see if she want to come over, say I'll make dinner for you or something like that. And then see where it go. Now, you know, if it's 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning, you still ain't made a move yet, or she ain't trying to bust it open, then or she ain't trying to make a move or try to seduce you or nothing like that, then you move on. But the 2 other chicks, man, you ain't tied in no relationship, bro. The other girl can't say you cheating. You still playing the field. So I still play the game how should we play, because girl ain't gonna be going through your phone yet, or should never be going through your phone. So it is what it is. Beehive nice. Yeah, he is. Ronnie Boy Fresh. Haney like to show off his boxing skill. I still think he a little cautious, bro. He's scared to get hit. That's just my opinion. Haney started knocking fighters out now. I hope he do. He don't sit down. He moved too much. He got too much amateur in his blood still, Devin Haney. But, you know, we'll see. Ryan Garcia may benefit from Canelo training. He already benefiting from Canelo training. He fighting this weekend. I like what I see him from Ryan Garcia, bro. They showing him how to move his upper body, how to counter punch, how to be a fighter. He already benefited from Reynoso and Chapo. I've been watching him for a minute. Ryan Garcia gonna be a problem if he keep going the route he going with them. Willie Monroe is a quitter and gives it the big one when he can't get away with it. Billy Joe owned him. True. Cobra beats Audio. I agree. Bonehead Genius, shoot your shot all 2019. Yep. Did Andrade just fuck off the bag? No. I don't know, bro. I don't know. He got arrested for carrying a pistol without a license. I don't know why you wouldn't have a license. And I don't know why they was searching his car. Spending money is for suckers. Exactly. But hey, to get the pussy, you still gonna have to spend some money. However you want to slice it, bro. However you want to slice it, to get the pussy, you still got to spend money. It's just what it is. She come over to cook her food, it costs money for the food she eating. She wasting your time, so time is worse than spending money. Okay? You hit the bitch for free, right? You say you hit her for free. You know, she came to your house and drank a glass of water. It still costs money to run water, just to drink water. Still costs money for that Aquafina, even if it's 10 cents, 15 cents, 50 cents. 9.9 times out of 10, you still gonna spend money for a bitch, dog. Okay, I remember my cousin told me that I just tricked off, dog. I just tricked off because, you know, I would have bought, you know, Patron shots, Hennessy shot. I'm paraphrasing here. And if I just spent all this money, still wouldn't hit. I just paid her to hit. I said, that's you. I ain't doing that. So regardless, you always gonna spend money, or you always gonna spend time. And spending time is worse than spending money. So if you wasting time and you don't hit, you know, that's even worse than spending money and still not hitting, because you can always get the bread back. You never can get that time back. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Depending on how you play the field. Depending on you. Derek Jackson say, is Andrade going to have to give up the belt? No, he ain't going to give up the belt unless he go to jail. He should be able to beat that case, though. This is his hometown, too. Ryan can't beat Roach Jr. Yeah, Roach Jr. fighting this weekend. Fighting Albert Machado. Marshall says investing money is for players. Invest $5 in the hole. Ronnie Boy Fresh, he would be all right. Todd Foster, Bears, Rams 6-6 going for the Bears. 6'6". Yeah, I'm about to watch that game, man. I forgot that shit was on. I did so terrible in FanDuel. I don't want to look at football no more. 2-year sentence could do him in. Yeah, I don't think he do no years though. Yeah, girls are expensive. Flame on 24. It depends. I mean, y'all be letting these fake high price chicks, man. These chicks that dress nice, wear pink and all that, man. And these chicks don't even be having a pot to piss in. Don't even have gas to get to the job, bro. A lot of these chicks, I'm gonna tell you this. A lot of these chicks be happy just to go on dates, bro. You know, you take the chick to fucking Fridays or take her to, you know, to fucking Five Guys and fries, man. You probably can smash. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never really had a problem with, you know, once I can able to get a girl one-on-one and we can go do whatever we doing, I was really ain't even never had to ask. Well, I say, you want to go back to the crib? Go back to the crib. You know, real talk. That's it. So, I mean, it depends. I don't know what the field is like today. I know I used to work with a whole bunch of young chicks not too long ago. Man, I had all them young hoes, man. I could have had my pickings. But young hoes is messy, dog. You know, all these young girls out here just snitch. They just want to break up a relationship. Don't forget, number 2 always want to be number 1. Number 3 always want to be number 1. You know, even if you straight up with them, say I got a girl. I mean, you know, it's still like, you know, they're now, you know, they always gonna be number 1 and try to snitch on you, bro. Real talk. It don't matter. You can lie to these hoes and say my name, Jason, or you can be honest with them. However it go, however it boil down, you still probably gonna get caught with the graded chicks out here, bro. They just love snitching. Andre is not sitting down. Ronnie Boy Fresh also said Golden Boy trying to eliminate one of Ryan Comp and Machado Jr. or Machado and Roach Jr. Yep. This hair smell like last night club in 2 weeks of sweat. Same bullshit with. We go to the club, man. Like girls just be impressed with you buying a drink now. Just get them a French fry, get them a chili cheese fry. Man, I don't be really pressed like that, bro. You don't, man. It's too easy nowadays, man. Dudes don't court women no more. They don't date. You can just easily just spend $20 on a meal and take her back to the crib like that, bro. But I advise you always wrap it up. Do not count on pulling it out, bro. Real talk, bro. Always wrap it up, bro. Because something about when that semen cell hit her brain, if you didn't know that, semen hits the girl brain and it make them hoes go crazy, bro. Real talk. It make females go crazy, bro. That's why women be tripping out and shit like that. See, women don't want a relationship, all right, bro? Go check out my homie Black Ram 313 channel, man. Dope channel. Women don't want relationships, bro. They want ownership. He had a video on that not a couple months ago. They want ownership. That's what women want. Women wants to operate. They want to be able to say they own you. Well, I got a man. You see how women really be pressed to say they got a man, or if they don't have a man, they really press to show off they naked body, show off their titties, and they all provocative and twerking and shit. All that is to attract a man, but they don't know that attracts the wrong type of man. Okay. All women want is ownership. That's what they want. Now you probably got a sack chaser. Now, if you got a sack chaser woman who ain't got shit, she gonna want money. Hell yeah. But women just want ownership. When you talk about real relationships one-on-one, they want ownership. They want to get married. They beg for guys to marry them, to put the ring on their finger, to own you. Appreciate it, Flame on 24. That's what it is. No matter what you think, real women still think they can own men. They do. They do. They think they can still change women, and they still think they can own you. That's what getting married is about, is them owning you. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. Ownership. Believe it or not, it's all about ownership. But a real woman can't run a man. A real woman can't run a man, though. You right about that, Ronnie Boy Fresh. A real woman can't tell a man what to do. When I say ownership, I don't mean like I own this house, I can do whatever I want to it. When I say ownership, I mean as far as saying that she got somebody to call and say, that's my man. That's my man. That's what I mean in ownership. I don't mean like own this nigga, like he can do this and that. Excuse me, let me elaborate on that. She just wants to be able to say, I got a man. That's just what it come down to. Women die to get married, bro. That's their number one dream is to get married. Our number one nightmare is to get married because we got everything to lose in a marriage 9 times out of 10. We got everything to lose. Alimony, child support, houses, cars, more times than not. You know. But you know, you got a good one, bro. You take for granted. You take for granted the shit that you got when it's gone. Like being able to get a good home cooked meal, being able to come home and have a comfortable house, being able to have a girl that can handle herself and handle the kids and pay whatever bill she got, or have good credit, or being able to, you know, just do the simple shit. You know what I'm saying? Be able to make you a lunch, all that small shit you got. And one thing about it though, and my mom told me a long time ago, man, I'm gonna end on this. One thing about it is being married, when you get older, not right now, but when you actually get older, couples live longer than individuals. You know what I'm saying? So you don't want to be that old nigga still in the club, because like a woman will make you go to the hospital. Okay, women gotta go to the hospital more than men, regardless. They have an open wound in their body. Okay, men will refuse to go to the dentist, refuse to go to the hospital. A real woman will make sure you go get checked out. Make sure if you hurting, they're gonna take you to the hospital. Now, if you got a sack chaser, she don't care about you, bro. She don't. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you know, a man still gonna be a man, bro. A man still gonna look at ass. So most of the men still gonna cheat. But the one thing about dudes that go to college and women that go to college, they experienced a lot, bro. That's one thing. If you didn't go to college and go up to college, man, you could easily get a threesome. Chicks easily didn't try other chicks. You done really fucked all, especially if you go out of state for college. You done fuck big booty chicks, small booty chicks. You done fuck thick chicks. You done fuck high chicks. You done fuck tall chicks. You done hit all types of chicks, man, if you know how to play the game right. So pretty much you done did it all. So now you're just looking for somebody that compliments you. And then not only do a woman compliment you that's independent, who got a degree, who got a good paying job, who could pay her own bills. So then you got an independent guy that got a degree, that could pay his own jobs, that got his own bills. The only negative thing to that is that, you know, probably having kids is probably the only negative thing, because she got a career, you got a career, and make it a little bit difficult. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, when she got a career, you got a career. In a relationship, time spent alone, time spent away from each other is very, very key. You know what I'm saying? Time spent away is very, very key. It's good and it's great naturally for, in my opinion, for you to basically have getaways and women to have getaways. Doing everything with your significant other is poisonous, man. It's cancerous. You know, time away makes you contemplate, makes you think, makes you miss each other. When y'all together all the time, you get sick and tired of each other, bro. So don't forget, a break as well. She go out with her girls, and sometimes at the end of the day, if you just think your girl cheating on you, you don't even need to be with her if you don't trust her. And same thing for females. But if I had any advice to people, man, and I don't have any experience on this side, just looking at the matter, I would tell people to get married on the other side of 30. Seriously. You know, enjoy your 20s, get your wholeness out, get financially, or get you a career, get financially stable, and then your 30s. But the flip side to that, if you get pregnant early, at least you'll be out, you get done with child support if you don't plan on being married. Get that shit out the way early. But if you go through chicks, you protect yourself, and you date, and you enjoy your 20s, you do everything you do, you're more mature, you're more financially stable in your 30s, 9 times out of 10, your relationship is going to last longer than when it was when you was 20, 16, 17, 18. Because you're an established man, you know what type of women you want to date, you know what to look for, you don't have failures, you don't have semi-successful dates, semi-successful relationships, so you know when the relationship is going to work, when it's not going to work, and you know to wrap it up. You financially stable, you got a house. 9 times out of 10, if you're not looking for a younger girl, you find another girl that's financially stable, she got a house, and lucky enough you find a girl who don't got a kid, then you good. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it is what it is, man. I got 5 kids. That shit rough. 5. God damn, you like a homeboy from Long Beach. He got like 8. Well, let me get off here, man. Check out the Rams and the Bears. Appreciate everybody for checking in, man. Goodfellas Sports TV. Check us out on Facebook and Twitter. Y'all know what the business is. We go.